Hello? They say ghosting someone is the most immature thing you can do after a date. That explains why there's so many single people after Halloween. Oh, I'm funny today. Girl, stop talking to yourself. Welcome back, honorable internet friends, which is interesting because I actually don't think there's any honor on the internet. In fact, the internet is where honor goes to die. Ain't no coming back from becoming a meme. Do you know there are children that only know Jordan for crying? What you can come back from is that creative burst of energy you had when creating your statement wall. The statement, you were too lazy to paint the rest. In previous episodes, we talked about COTs, the commons, and organizing with your neighbors. But let's talk about renters' rights and why they exist in the first place. I think this is a perfect episode to cover the topic. I'm on a roll today. Corny, maybe. Effective, shoot, you tell me. I ain't the only one covering this episode. What you need for this repair is a roller brush, painter's tape, paint, and patience. You're literally watching paint dry. 62% of all residential properties in Detroit are now renter occupied, which is interesting considering Detroit was historically a city known for home ownership. It's literally how Henry Ford convinced Black folk to trade good old-fashioned Southern racism for new Northern racism. While home ownership was always a popular option in Detroit, that's no longer the case. In 2024, the city set an ordinance to protect renters and penalize bad landlords. While it's too soon to say if the ordinance is effective, the last ordinance they passed, they were ignoring complaints, like actively ignoring seniors. Do you know how many calls you have to ignore seniors? Paint takes a while to dry, so you got some time to do something you love. Take a nap, read a book, get a pedicure, don't text your ex. So what rights do you have as a renter? Well, you have the right to live in a home that is in good and habitable condition. Your home and your premises must be in good and safe repair. Oh, and all common areas must be in good enough shape for regular use.
Sup?
Who are you?
Oh, just your standard run-of-the-mill tormented spirit attached to this mortal coil.
So, a ghost?
You're not allowed to say that word. That's our word. Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt. You were saying about things I could get. Yeah, I lived here.
I bet you did. Well, you have some rights surrounding repairs. If there's something broken in your home, ask your landlord to fix it immediately and give them a set amount of time to get it done. As long as you've been in your current lease less than a year, they should honor it.
Sweet. Anything my friends and I can do?
Friends? You mean like there's more of you? Well, you can join a tenants group, or you can join DPP's housing team, where they address affordability and accessibility issues around the city. Oh, and if things get really real, you can hold your rent in escrow against your landlord.
Sweet.
Are you leaving?
Seems so. You've freed me from my earthly attachments. Looks good in here, by the way.
For more information about renters' rights, be sure to visit DetroitPeoplesPlatform.org and get involved. The only friendly ghoul we acknowledge is Casper, and if your grandma asks, the Holy Ghost. And remember, your landlord is not your friend. Friends don't disappear with your rent.